stagnant earnings and job difficulties weigh on minds of parents. Some husbands and wives are seeking help in making the right decision about the family size. The problem is, everyone from parents to grandparents have their own idea of their optional family size. Anyone understand that having a large family was the norm in the yesteryear's time? Our grandparents had up to 10 to 15 children because the reason was to have lots of help for family businesses, especially in the case of farming. Nowadays, changes in various socio-economic factors have shrunk the average family size to a maximum of 4 children and minimum of 1 or 2 children. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the debate entitled, "Which is better, a big family or a small family?" This time, let us hear the two parties. One party is in favor of a big family, and the other party is in favor of a small family. Now, the moderator is Mary Joy Navaja. The timekeeper is Catherine Impuerto. The chairman is Celeste Grace Buloron. Members are Nova Jean Bungabong, Jenibel Impuerto, Micheline Reyes, Kyle Hinteroni, and Jethro J. Murphy. While the other party is in favor of a small family, the chairman is Ria Charis Caritan. Members are John Cole Bintulan, J.O. Aldimita, James Carl Fuentes, Jolie May Satera, and Liza May Cañete. Now our judge number 1, Ma'am Leia Macasa, the grade 6 advisor. Judge number 2, Sir Ariel Delfino, grade 5 advisor. Again, our second judge is none other than Sir Ariel Delfino, the grade 4 advisor. And the chairman is our brilliant and active head teacher, Ma'am Fe Buluron. This time, may I call in the moderator.
Go.
Now, most newly married couples today plan to have only 1 or 2 children. The reasons for this shift include a trend toward later marriage, more emphasis on careers for women, more effective methods on contraception, and a rising cost of rearing and educating children. The size of family has significant effect on the interrelationships among its members and can play a major role in the formation of a child's personality. Family size is a significant factor in child development, but must be considered as only one part of a larger picture. However, other factors such as the parents' personality traits and the gender and spacing of the children contribute significantly to the formation of the child's personality. This time, let us hear the debate of two parties. One party is in favor of a big family and the other party is in favor of a small family. But before that, the two parties will have a jack and point to determine who will be the first speaker. Alright, the first speaker is the party in favor of a big family. Now, we formally begin the debate. Every speaker is allotted for 2 minutes. May I call in the chairman Celeste Grace Boloron to present her idea in favor of a big family.
When you grow up in a large family, there are many benefits of having a big family. I've always believed that the bigger family, the more love it has. When you have 5 siblings or kids, never think you are alone and no one loves you. When something happens, there is only someone is ready to support you anytime you need it. If you are currently having problems with your family and you wish you had a family, here are a few reasons why a big family is better than a small one. I hope these benefits will help you realize you are lucky to live in a big family. That ends my idea.
Thank you, Miss Chairman. Now let us hear Ria Charis Caritan, the chairman who is in favor of a small family, to present also her side about the small family. I completely disagree. I don't think big families benefit more than the small families. A small family can benefit children and parents and make it easier to find sufficient resources for a family. Children can enjoy their parents' full attention instead of sharing it with multiple siblings. A family with less children, rivalry is less. Parents can spend more time with the individual child and the child's favorite activities. Caring for a big family can be stressful, mad, exhausting. Parents of a small family is more relaxed and have patience in their child or children. So I think small family is better than big family. That ends my speech. Thank you, Miss Chairman. Now let us hear the party in favor of big family to rebut the party in favor of a small family to present her idea. Is it better to have a big family or a small family? Well, I've always liked the idea of having a big family, so I think that having a big family is a really good thing. I come from a small family. I only have one brother, so if I could afford it, I think I would really like to have a big family when I get older. Explain why you want a big family. There are many older people who are trying to cope with loneliness or have to live in nursing homes. It's sad, but they don't have another option. When you have a big family, you will definitely have someone that will care for you. That's the biggest reason to have at least 3 children. That ends my idea. Thank you, Miss Speaker. This time, let us welcome the party of small family to rebut the party in favor of a big family to give her opinion.
Yes, I think to be a part of a small family is better. I'm an only child, so I know life in a small family. Definitely, if you're part of a small family or you are a child in a small family, you are the number one. Your parents do everything for you. They take care of only you. If you live in a family of 8, you know, love and things like that to have to share more.
Now, give us several reasons to have a small family.
There are several good reasons to have a small family. It's cheaper, less stressful, and can lead to more quality time with the family you do have. While living in a large family can be okay, almost always brings up the issue of money. With the increase of women leaving home to go to work and can rising cost of living demanding a two-income family. There is less and less time available for children. Many parents today already have trouble finding the time to spend with the children they do have. and having more would only make the issue worse. Given the time and expense of raising children, most women would probably benefit from keeping their family small. That ends my speech.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now let us hear the party in favor of a big family to rebut the party in favor of small family to present her idea.
I think it's better to have a big family because, for instance, I have a family of 5 members: my father, my mother, older brothers, and me. So when we are all together, the 5 of us, it's very fun talking and eating food. It's interesting how everybody is very different from each other.
Is it true how your big family support you?
Yes, no matter what happens, there is always someone who can help and support me. In a big family, my brothers and sisters can about me. They can risk their lives to help me. There is always someone who advises me. Moreover, if you have a lot of uncles and aunts, you have a huge support. Having a family is a blessing. That ends my idea.
Thank you, Miss Speaker. This time, let us welcome the party in favor of a small family to rebut the party in favor of a big family to give their idea.
I choose a small family. Each child receives more parental attention and educational advantages, which generally raise my self-esteem. Children in small families, especially first and only child, tend to have higher school and personal achievement levels than do children of larger families. The financial cost of maintaining a household are lower. It is easier for both parents to combine careers with family life. I disagree. Nowadays, it is very practical to have a big family than a small family. Some children also graduated in college and they are also achievers. No, for me, it makes a positive difference for families to remain a small family unit. With the rise in inflation, the prices of almost all the products are increasing at rapid rate. So if the family is small, it will be easier to afford them all the comforts of luxuries, and the children or child can get good education. That ends my idea.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now let us welcome the party in favor of a big family to rebut the party in favor of a small family to present his motion.
I think for the child it is better to have a big family because then you have more brothers and sisters to do activities with, and you'll have special memories, and when you get older you'll be able to look back and think of all the good times you had with your brothers and sisters. I oppose your idea, Miss Speaker. I'm sure that members of a big family mostly are idle or inactive when it comes to household chores because they rely to their brothers and sisters who are industrious, isn't it?
No, I completely disagree. It is not true. A big family can accomplish any household chores faster than a smaller one. I grew up in a large family and I remember how my parents divided responsibilities to each one of us. I am responsible for keeping my room clean, planting and watering the flowers. My sister is responsible for keeping our living room clean. My brother enjoyed cleaning our yard, and our little sister helped my mother in the kitchen. Our house was always clean and bright, and we were not afraid of the word clean. That ends my speech.
Thank you, Miss Speaker. This time, let us welcome the party in favor of a small family to rebut the party in favor of big family to present his idea. I am in favor of a small family because parents can give more attention to their children. The son or daughter can have a lot of love and good affection from their parents or get a good health care. When the children deal with difficulties, they can find tenderly help from parents. The whole family can play sports together at the weekend. Many children who have lack of love easily become offenders when they grow up, mostly those members of a big family. Parents in a small family can support each child a good education, contrary to the parents who bear so many children, even could not feed them at all because of poverty and starvation. Older brothers or sisters must leave school early to earn money, while parents with 1 or 2 children are able to afford for them to study at better place, and they have enough time to help the children in doing the schoolwork, so the child or children can get a better result at school. In conclusion, small families spend small fee and get full of emotional and equality life. Mr. Speaker, I contradict with your idea about parents who bear so many children they could not feed their children. Not all, but mostly large families suffer that due to parents has no permanent job. If there is job only a little salary, that ends my idea. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This time I call in the party in favor of a big family to rebut the party in favor of a small family to present his idea. I grew up in a big family and it was really good. 4 brothers and 1 sister and my parents. So there were lots of people around and I think a big family is good. You're never lonely and there's always someone to hang around with or play with or do something with, and lots of things to share, and you learn some good values about sharing and being patient. And yes, I think big families are better than small families. Are you directly saying that a child in a small family is lonely and no one hang around with or play with? I'm not in favor of your idea. There are small families which are happier than the big family. No, not all, but I'm trying to emphasize that almost it likely happened to the family with many siblings and cousins. Chances are you have many friends. When you have a big family, you always have someone that you can spend some quality time. That ends my speech. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now may I turn the microphone to the next speaker in favor of the
the small family to rebut the party in favor to a big family to present her.
For me, I like a small family because parents spend time conversing and discussing things with their child in addition to teaching them. Parents have more time to tutor their child in order to cope the lessons in school or hire a tutor for their child. There are books as references at home. Besides that, there is TV, computer, and others that can help a child in his study. I contrast the children in big family come to school academically unprepared due to parents no time to tutor the children and no intellectual paraphernalia at home. Children are poor in class. Majority of them are attending summer school or remedial classes during the school year. Parents of small families place a premium value on education and academic achievement more than parents of large families.
I completely disagree because for me, being member of a big family, my parents can help me in my studies and we have all the paraphernalia at home that can use in my studies.
Yes, good for you, but most of the big families living in urban area, they have no even houses and food to eat. How much more their studies? That ends my idea.
Thank you, Miss Speaker. Now let us welcome here the party in favor of a small family to rebut the party in favor to a big family to present his idea. Well, I am from a small family, which I think is really good because we are really close-knit and we get to spend more time together because we are small. But having said that, probably because I have from small family, I would like to be from big family because big family you always have company. You have a wider variety of people to spend time with, and I associate big families with fun and laughter. So I think I would prefer a big family even things of life. Parents of big families inculcate their children that there is more life than just the rudiment of food, clothing, and shelter. Parents instruct their children regarding the importance of the higher human needs and insist the culture is an essential food, clothing, and shelter. That ends my speech. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This time, let us welcome the party in favor to a small family to rebut the party in favor to a big family to present her idea. For me, I really like small family because parents, these days it's better to have a very small family, just one or two children. Things are so expensive and just really hard to raise a big family these days. A children can be tiring and expensive in time and money. For those with less money, a smaller family provides a better quality of life, more time, more money, and a greater ability to make time for social life. Personal interest, career, success of simply relaxation, everything is easier from getting out in the morning to transport, cooking, shopping, and laundry. It also shortens the number of years spent in child rearing and makes it easier to keep working and means that there is more space in the house. In short, it's easier to maintain a sense of self. Thank you, Ms. Speaker. As we heard both sides, there are clear benefits of having a a small family and big family. For a small family, each child receives more parental attention and educational advantages, which generally raise her self-esteem. Children in small families, especially first and only child, tend to have higher school and personal achievement levels than to children of larger families. The financial costs of maintaining a household are lower. It is easier for both parents to combine careers with family life. The general stress level is lower because there often are fewer complex and less rivalry. While there are also a number of reasons to have a large family. Parents may want to give their kids more siblings to enjoy. Growing up in a large family is challenging, but there are many wonderful things about it. More siblings to play and enjoy life with. More support as transition into your teenage years and adulthood. Faster child development. Older children can be positive role models for younger children. I will now turn over the floor to our advisor, Mrs. Ninita B. Gauran.
As we heard both sides, I therefore conclude that there is no set of numbers of children that will be ideal for any family. The decision to have children depends largely on a number of internal factors. The most important of which would be the mindset of the parents and their familial responsibilities. Financial standing and career aspirations play an equal pivotal role in determining family size. What is more important is to have a family and healthy family, no matter how big or small it. So congratulations to both parties wherein you share your brilliant ideas about big and small family. I really admire you. Your job well done. Thank you very much. And now, let us clap our hands with wow, galing claps for them. Now for the listeners, if you raise a family someday, what would you prefer? A small family or a big family? Why? Yes, Gisalo?
I like a small family because children in a small families receive more parental attention and individualized care. In a small family, parents can devote more time in the nurturance and raising of their children.
Very good. Another one. Yes? Syra Bell?
I like a big family because children from larger families learn empathy, team playing, gratification, deferment, time management, and how to resolve disputes.
Very good. Another hand. Yes, April?
I like a small family because there is more parent-child interaction and more access to their parents.
Yes, very good. Another volunteer. Yes? Lynn?
I like a big family because older brother or sister prevent younger ones being bullied.
Yes. Another hand. Nicole?
I like a small family because children can pursue college education due to parents can afford for their studies. As a result, they tend to be in job jobs or careers where there are advancement opportunities.
Hey, very good. Another volunteer? Mike?
I like a big family because in larger families play is less closely supervised. Children learn to take risks which will make them better employees and employers.
Thank you, children. Now you have your idea when you raise a family someday. This time, I will turn over the microphone to the chairman of the judges, none other than Ma'am Fe Budurun, to give us the final judgment of the debate. So thank you, Ma. We heard both parties, the party in favor of the big family and the party in favor of the small family. We, the judges, believe the brilliant ideas you have presented during the argument. I really believe that the decision to have children depends on the number of internal factors and of course the most important, the mindset of the parents as well as the familial responsibilities, the financial standing, the career. Those are important role for determining the family size. So both parties are winners. So congratulations. Keep up your best work. So let us clap our hands for them. So let us also congratulate the teacher, Ma'am Ninita B. Gauran, for handling this topic. So which is at your young age, you have also the idea that you are going to select, or you have also the or aware of the advantages and the disadvantages of having the selecting big family or small family. So let us clap once again. Congratulations. Thank you, Ma'am Fe. That ends the debate. Good day to everyone.